Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite 420 podcast. This is your main host, Chino. And today's special guest we got here is a familiar face that we've seen on the vlogs, but as well on a podcast before. So our boy D from the 48ers, my guy, welcome back.
Yes, sir. 48 is members only worldwide.
How you been, my guy? I feel like it's been a while since we talked, bro, especially since you've been here on the pod. So tell us, bro, what you've been on. I know you've been on a little here, a little there.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been really productive, man. Just trying to make the most of my 24 hours every
Mhm.
day. But yeah, pretty much I'm in a heavy pivot right now, going from working in the dispo to now back doing my own thing, doing my own branding and marketing, helping other brands get their stuff going and get off the ground, but mainly focusing on merchandising. That's a lot of money we leave on the table. We do a lot of content, we do a lot of everything, and kind of forget about the merchandising part. So I've been working with a lot of brands and helping them like just lock into that, as well as for my own brand as well.
Hmm.
But I've been just kind of really locked in on just providing that service.
That's what's
So
up, man.
that's it, bro.
Uh,
Navigating in a nice pivot. So
yeah, that's what you open the door and then there's another door to open, man.
yeah, and
So.
stuff don't always work out like we plan, but it's not our plan. God got control and got this last say so on everything. So you
Mhm.
know, just
Yeah, most
when those doors
definitely.
close, you
Mhm.
just be ready to go into the other door that's open.
Did you ever like thought yourself of doing what you're doing now, which is, printing shirts and, doing merchandise for stuff, other, brands and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I was already doing this, but I
Mm.
kind of fell back from it because I lost my shop or my warehouse that I was doing all of it in, and I was also doing kind of old fashioned silk screen press. A lot
Mm.
more bulkier equipment, a lot of like industrial equipment. Now I got everything is compact. I got a DTG DTF printer, so I'm able to, move a lot faster. Everything's a little more condensed.
Got you, my guy. Is it
Yeah.
has it been a journey then? I know, like we'll get deep into like the cannabis side of
Yeah,
things of such, but
yeah, it
like.
has. I've been learning every day with this machine. Every day the prints are getting better. Every day the quality. I've been making sure my quality is like top tier. I want when you see any of my products, I want you to see them and you don't even know if it came from Saxville. I want the quality, just top tier.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I know you were actually mentioning that you haven't had a chance to take a little a smoke break, man.
Man, I
You've
haven't
been
smoked or
grinding.
ate today. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, damn, we gotta get this man some food and a
yeah.
doinkster.
I got a flight in the morning, so I'm really not even about to even get no sleep either. But I'm gonna sleep good on my once I make it to my destination.
That's what's up. That's what's up, my guy. Like I was mentioning before we started press recording. I
Yeah,
got the we gods send me a little some off like from the closet. They
yes,
got me a
sir.
little dispo still. Not too much, but it's gonna take me through today's pod, man. They knew it was gonna be a good episode today.
Hey, man, every little bit count.
Yeah, bro. Shit, I'll
Yeah.
be puffing for myself and I'm puffing for you, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Give me some of that secondhand smoke.
Yeah, right. But overall, man, like I know you were showing me a couple of your projects that you've been working on, but like you're working still with what type of brands you've been working with right now?
Dispensaries,
Mhm.
craft, cultivation, and really, I've been doing a lot of the building. I mean, it's a lot of hairstylists, so just it's
Mhm.
no particulars. I'm helping businesses and brands really kind of take off.
That's what's up. Just kind
I
of
was
providing
do,
the merch.
yeah, I was doing tour merchandise, but rappers, man. Rappers, man.
A
I
little
don't want
too
to have to.
much.
Yeah, man. I like to do business minus the
Mhm.
egos. And with rappers and entertainers, they got their egos. And
Uh, you try working with them. That's why.
yeah, that's why I originally started out, but it's a lot of ego, man.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Yeah. Ah,
I
man, it'd be
I
like that,
like
I
to go
guess.
where I'm appreciated, not
Most
just
definitely.
tolerated.
Yeah, most definitely, man. We all gotta fucking purpose here, bro. We gotta make it worth it. You feel
Yeah,
me?
hell
Um,
yeah,
but yeah, bro. I've been seeing that you've been printing out some merch for everybody, bro. Like I mentioned before, sooner or later we gotta come to you, bro. We gotta drop for sure
yeah.
some Canna Vibe
Come
merch
on, we
soon.
gonna cook up live.
Mhm.
We could actually make an episode out of you coming in. It could be like an episode of Pimp My Ride, Pimp My
Oh
Merch.
hell yeah, right.
From
Hell yeah, I'm
start to
fucking
end,
down.
you come in with your idea
Hmm.
and you leave here with a photo shoot, finished product, ready to be posted on your website. That's what my service is, more so like streamlined and just straight to the point. These are all hurdles that I went through with my brand, where I'm looking for production. I'm looking for a photographer to shoot the video photos. I'm looking for the next step of adding it to my website. All of that stuff can be done right here. When you come in here with the idea and you leave here with it on your site, ready to sell. All you ready to do is share your link and get it out there. So
That's what's up, man. Hell yeah, bro. We just gotta get a couple designs in, a couple ideas, like you said, and
yeah,
we almost definitely heading your way.
yeah, that's
And
all it takes, bro. Just bouncing ideas. That's what I tell people all the time. It ain't always like heavy lifting or nothing. It's just
mhm.
bouncing ideas until we bring that idea to life, to the physical.
Yeah, most stuff, man. But we're gonna take it a little back. We're gonna take it all the way back, man. From like the beginning, like when we first initially just started talking and stuff.
For sure.
Just the brand 48ers, that's your brand.
Yes,
So
sir.
just tell us a little bit about that, about your brand, bro. What's the meaning behind it, man? You always see members only. So I know that you got probably have like a little crew behind it too, bro. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that, bro.
So 48ers is a lifestyle. That's myself. It's my handle. Any business that I'm working, that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I embody it. So 48ers is the lifestyle brand. It was originally me and my brother's group. We started Dirty Hustler. Just we was the weed kids, the candy, all of the we sell whatever. We was kind of inspired by Cassidy way back in the day. So everything was hustle this, hustle that, and back in the day, being a weed man wasn't exactly the coolest thing to do. It was where I'm from in the community. If you sold weed or you smoked weed, you was like dirty, you're low life, and so we embraced it. And so now we just, it's that graduation, it's the elevation. Now you know, it's the brand more so. We selling merchandise back to the basics.
Mhm. And like what's I feel like it's really amazing is that you actually like have like a mural, and
Yeah, hell
you
yeah.
see it like where exactly is it?
So that's in what would you call it? The West Loop. That's kind of West Loop, right off of Halsted,
Okay,
near Halsted and Lake, basically.
gotcha.
Yeah, but
But
that's
again, yeah, it just like amazes me like how you have something, like that people can
yeah,
like walk by, drive by, and you see, I see like on social media, like people, be like, sharing it, tagging you on it, and it's
yep,
like
yep. It
that's
feels
dope,
good,
bro.
bro. Yeah, that's a damn good feeling because at one
Th-
point it was just an idea, and so now it's part of culture now.
What's the story behind it? If you wanna tell us to the audience.
So I got that mural drawn and done the day I quit my job at FedEx. I took my last check, and I'm like, bro, I'm about to stamp the brand. I got my custom dye bags made, and then I got the 48ers logo done by what's homie name Ghetto. His name Ghetto. He do a lot of graphics and he do a lot of art in the area downtown. He got a network of graffiti artists, and they go crazy.
Okay.
So I linked up with him. I got the mural done, and from there, like I'm like, once I quit my job, bro, it was no turning back. It was like burning that bridge of return. There's no point of return. I got to go forward. So
Mm. Yeah, that's wild though. Like to actually have that type of feeling though.
yeah, and
Like I feel
it's like
like
my billboard. It's a
yeah,
lot of people in that area. It's a lot of that area is special. So a lot of people see it. A lot of people run into it, and it resonate with them because they know where it
right.
came from, and to see it now, we downtown, and. like I say, it's culture. It's bigger than just like a painting now.
Yeah, most definitely. Now it's like let's make that actual come to life. You feel me? Like, and
Yeah,
I
for
feel like
sure.
you've been doing that, and I feel like something like some I feel like in general when it comes to being like something great, whatever, I feel like it just takes time, like
Yeah, hell yeah.
because I feel
And I
like
partially got that inspiration from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You know, you got to go through and do it. I plan on doing 100 graffiti paintings around the city just cause, but that's the only one for now.
Hey, I'll be down for it, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You need some in the West Suburbs, that's for sure.
hell yeah,
But yeah, man. I mean, again, like I feel like when it comes to like I guess something great, man, like you just can't rush it, bro. Because I feel like
yeah,
what's the whole point, right? I mean, if you could have done it like the next day, I mean, there's no. I feel like everyone could do it at this point, right?
yeah. You got to just put that work in and just put your head down. Just that's really it. You just got to put the work in. A lot of people focus on the win, but you gotta focus on the work. The win comes with the work, and it's no, work is a lifestyle for me. So if you notice the work shirt, I've been wearing this since I was before 18. It's more so part of my lifestyle. That's kind of my niche. People know me for always working,
Mm.
always like having a plan. Or guys I grew up with, went to high school with, they'll like be they'll be funny and kind of sarcastically like, so what you working on now? What you got cooking now? And that's what I'm known for, always having some shit cooking, always like having a collective group, you know, a collective goal that me and whoever I'm working with are working towards.
Yeah, most
So
definitely. And I think that what keeps like the mind creative. That's what keeps it
yeah,
what keeps it
and then
going too, man.
it weed off all the people who just want to be around for whatever reasons outside of work.
Hmm.
People run from work, so I always keep some shit cooking. If you don't want to work, they run from it. They're gonna run from it because they know I'm putting their ass to work if they come around me. We gonna be attacking something. We're gonna be attacking a goal. I don't care if it's a flat tire. Just the other day, I got these mannequins right here. My lawyer called me out the blue, like, "Hey, can you give me a hand?" I went and helped him. We
Hmm.
bought all of these tables from Banana Republic because they're going out of business.
Oh, really?
Just, just people just know to call me when it's some heavy lifting,
Hmm.
some artistic work, just whatever. I'm always on duty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what's up though, and that's amazing. That's pretty cool that you got people that um,
Yeah,
that call you that need you. Cause
yeah,
again, bro, that like you put in work for whatever it is,
yeah.
and that's
Work
what's
is my
up.
niche. That's what I do is nonstop. If I ain't working, I'm sleeping.
Oh yeah, man. But I guess like going back to like what you were mentioning though, right? I mean, like no turning back, right?
Yeah, nah.
I feel like you it's not like a feeling that you always get, and at that point, like I feel like sometimes you just really gotta listen to like your gut, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Um, but because like you never know where this journey is taking you.
Yeah,
Um.
definitely, bro. And you just, man, God had weird ways of sending you, just them different paths or side quests that take you, that'll just take you and just keep on going.
That's dead, most definitely, man. Like the little, like you said, the little side journeys. Those,
Yeah,
those, those be something else too, though. I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie.
I'm like the king of
You,
side quests. How I feel.
you be like, holy shit, where I'm at now.
Exactly.
Um, but so other than I know like you pretty much like you said lifestyle. And like we just talked about like your mural, bro. So, and then again, your merch. So then like I guess what would you say what's next for the 48ers?
Mm, man, ain't no telling, bro. Like I told you, the side quest be.
Hmm.
But to be honest, what I really want to do is get on the shelves sometime, get some product on the shelves, and not just merchandise. I'm actually talking about actual cannabis, get my cannabis brand in the dispensaries.
Hmm.
Um, it's looking like we're gonna start out in Michigan. Illinois is a little, you know, the barrier entry is a little higher. It's a little, it's a little tougher. So Um, really, that's it right now. Really plotting to get on the shelves and then just working to just keep helping other brands right
Hmm.
now. I've been using my brand kind of like a template brand to help others, to where I can just showcase some of my work, but really just cooking, bro. I'm really just cooking, letting it stew.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Sometimes you just gotta let time do its thing.
Yeah, it's like organically I can say I want to do something, but the man got the plan, the ultimate say so.
Yeah,
So
right. Whether we like it or not, right? So
yeah,
it's just more like adapting to it, and trying to figure it out, what's the next step. But like
yeah.
overall, my God, like how has been your cannabis journey though?
Oh man. Lately it's been crazy, bro. It's really been like I can't even say a dream come true because I couldn't even dream of shit being as big as it is right now, bro. And
Mhm,
just the opportunities that's been presenting themselves, I really still am in disbelief sometimes.
mhm.
But
Like I know, like you were working with vibes,
hmm
which are you still are though?
yeah, definitely. I
Okay,
still
okay,
do commission
that's what's
work and get
up.
out and look for new stores to pick up product.
Hmm. But again, well, first of all, we appreciate you, on giving us the time slot on being
Man, for
able for
sure, bro.
Vibes to sponsor the pod, bro. Because like I mentioned to you when we first linked up at the Salts and Organics, um, even before meeting you, bro, that was like my go-to, rolling paper,
Yeah, hell yeah.
cones,
Let me see what
um,
I got.
so so like to get to that point, and that was for me like a milestone for especially for the pod, bro. To get that logo stamped
For
on
sure.
on that right top right corner every time you would see the podcast and stuff like that.
For sure.
But again, we deeply do appreciate you on giving us that opportunity, my guy.
Hey man,
But
one hand
how
wash the other. It's all for the culture, bro. And
most
then
def
what we doing here in Illinois,
mhm.
we all building this industry as we go.
Yeah, although here in Illinois, I feel like the competition is like real, but like sometimes we really gotta just like vibe with each other. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, bro. A lot of that come from people being kind of insecure or feeling, but I look at nobody as competition. I look at
Mhm.
everybody as a potential, collaboration, unless you're not able to coexist with others. But I feel like everything, if you can't
Yeah.
coexist, bro,
Yeah.
you're gonna put yourself in a box. So I look at everybody, whatever we do, one hand wash the other always.
It's
So
yeah, people are weird still nowadays, man.
definitely, bro. I get a lot of weird energy. That's why I go to Michigan a lot because I go there and
Mhm.
I'm embraced. I go to Michigan,
Yeah.
they treat me like a celebrity, man. People running up on me and shit. The shit is actually scary. But then when I'm in Illinois, it's people, they watch all your stories, they watch everything you do, and it's like they got their blinders on. They like,
Yeah.
like Ray
And
Charles.
like Ray Charles.
Yeah,
But
so
I mean, well, but why do you think it's like that though, man?
uh
Like you think it's just like the culture that we have here, like in the city, or do you think it's just like because we're kind of like used to where we had this industry where it was always low key, it wasn't all kind of like friendly, you feel me? It was more like here's what you got, like here's what you needed, all right, like peace out, hit me up when you need it again, like
yeah,
oh,
I think I don't know what it is. It really I don't always even say it's envy because most people
mm,
they just don't know how to be happy for you. People may want what the next person have or the situation somebody may have, and they may not be able to, process it like, or be able to like admire it. Some people, they how can I explain it? Some people just don't know how to show love.
yeah.
So we just gotta, I like to keep
Mm.
it in their face and let them know that this stuff is regular. We breaking down these walls of, what you can and can't do. To be honest, is it's really nothing you can't do. It's just all on how you go about it.
Yeah, right. It's
I see
more
people
of
doing I see people doing good shit and I get motivated. I don't look and be like, damn, how he get it? Like I look at it and be like, damn, oh, that's another barrier knocked down. I don't look at it and be like, why not me or why him? You know, I look at it like, damn, okay, cool. I get turned up, you know, when I see other people doing great shit, bro. It don't bother me. Or it don't hurt
Yeah.
me to be like, bro, you killing it, bro. Like,
No, especially like when you know the person, like I understand like there's a lot of like stages of knowing people, but like
mm-hmm.
even by like just like knowing like, hey, like I had a decent conversation with, Broski or not. I think he's pretty cool. Don't really know him that well, but still
Yeah, yeah,
like it just kind of sucks that even like I guess even where it gets to a point where, people you thought you really do that they cherished about you and stuff like that, like really just kind
yeah.
of switch up on you.
Oh, I've been
Uh,
dealing with a lot of that, bro. A lot of weird energy, like, you know.
mhm,
But I don't let it bother me because I know it's people who just, like I said, don't know how to be. They don't know how to be happy for the next person. You know, that it's still all new. And another thing, why I could say what I think it is, a lot of people may have. Let's just say, like, it may be somebody who's been in the industry since it went legal here in Illinois,
mhm,
right? And then they may see somebody who's been in the industry for less than a year, you know, exceeding expectation, you know, or doing more than this person who's got 5 years invested. They may look and get a little envious, or they may take it a little personal, or you know,
mhm.
it could be a seniority thing. You've been in just look at somebody who's been in the league 5, 10 years, and then you got the rookie of the year coming in just balling out of control. They don't like that, and they may show it in a different, show they dislike for it unintentionally.
Yeah, but I mean, like sometimes I feel like we just all gotta stay in our lane, like
Yeah,
why, why we always gotta like, I guess like speed up to, like you mentioned, like even
yeah.
if it's like somebody new coming in, like I don't know, man, it's just like
I come from the
we
streets, bro.
all,
So I come from
yeah,
the streets doing this. So, bro, I've dealt with people so close to me treating me like competition, or or people who, man, friends, family. Those are the
mhm,
people who's that I've dealt with before to try to sabotage, just to try to get the business, or you know what I'm saying. So I've learned how to navigate through people working against me.
mhm,
So being in the industry now, this shit is like not being cocky or nothing. This shit is like a cakewalk because I've dealt with it before. I've dealt with it in way worse conditions, and coming from people way closer to me. So
mhm.
I'm just game for it, bro.
Yeah, you always gotta just watch your surroundings, man.
Yeah. And people
Mhm,
always will tell you how they really feel, or you'll read like body language, facial expressions. So,
mhm.
you know,
Yeah, at the end, I think it's again, it's just all competitive.
yeah,
But like at a certain th point, like it's good, but then at the same time, like don't over kind of do it, like don't
yeah,
you gotta, at least like I don't know, I guess like yeah, like just like respect the other person, you
yeah.
feel me? Because like
Not even just that. You just got to know how to coexist.
mhm,
Like, I look at what I say, I'd rather co-opetition than competition. I'd rather cooperate.
mhm.
I'd rather us work together. And if we can't work together, we just I don't know. We just not gonna even. I don't even know if we're not working together. We probably not even just gonna. We're not even gonna be around each other. But I'm somebody. I'm easy to work with. I'm easy to deal with. I'm somebody you can give orders to. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody if you need directions, I can do. I can give
Yeah.
directions if needed. So me, I know how to diffuse it. If
Mhm,
somebody feels like it's a big eye little you, I can be a little you. It don't bother me to be an Indian. Everybody wants to be a chief. I can be a chief and an Indian.
mhm. Yeah, most definitely, man.
I'm
Um,
the youngest brother of all I'm the youngest brother of all my brothers. So taking orders is something I've always been able to do just cause, naturally.
mhm.
Chain of command. I was always told that growing up. It's the chain of command. Stay your ass in line. And I'm the youngest brother. I always stayed in line. So
Staying in line is gonna help save your life, bro.
yeah, hell yeah. And if a part of a team when you watch football, it's
Mhm.
11 people on the field. to make sure the collective goal is to walk away with the win, protect the quarterback, protect the ball, protect, you know,
Hmm.
if everybody wants the ball, we're not going to win. Everybody got to pick their position and stick with it. Stick with that shit. That's all I can say. Stick with it. Play your position.
Yeah, yeah. Play the role. That's it.
Yeah,
Because that's just gonna eat you if you don't play it, man. If you play something you're not supposed to be playing.
yeah,
Um, but like overall, man, like I guess like back then when you started, growing your own plants to now though, like how do you see it, like your journey and how do you like I know you just recently said like your end goal is like to be on the shelves, but like,
yeah.
like just looking back at like from now to here.
Man, I couldn't, bro. I still can't wrap my mind around it. It's literally, if you were to go on Google, this is a quantum leap. Like when I started growing, I didn't expect to be here. I started out I bought my first seeds at the Emerald Cup 2022. I brought some cookie seeds, some wizard trees, all of this. I would have never imagined that I'm partnering and working with cookies now from being just a fan and enthusiast in 2022 to now, I'm working with the brand and doing work as far as promoting the concert, just different stuff like that. I never imagined it. I studied burning for the 2 years that I was in the house growing and building out my grow rooms and
Mhm.
managing my tents. My downtime, anytime I was just in that defoliating, I was studying burner. I was studying Alien Labs, TED. I was just studying the game and really kind of just manifested this situation. Like really like saw this, but really didn't see it being this detailed, like I
Mhm.
used to read Burner, his Forbes magazine. I studied that shit, and fast forward now, man, it's crazy. A real quantum leap to go from just like admiring, being a fan and enthusiast to now being able to work
What when you say like study him, like what do you mean by that?
philosophy and just studying the
Hmm.
game of like as far as the culture and seeing not just okay, I just want to grow weed. What made him, you know, this figure in cannabis? And it was just being a pioneer, being able to, go beyond the just going beyond just being a grower, going beyond just like how am I trying to explain it, bro? I really just studied his
Just kind
his
of like
philosophy, just
like
seeing the
uh
the global expansion, going from somebody taking something that was an idea and literally making it a mission of global expansion. You got cookies popping up overseas. You got cookies in I think Jerusalem, Israel. I don't know. I don't think it's Jerusalem, but somewhere in Israel. You got cookies in
mhm.
Thailand. You got cookies in Jamaica. Just studying that. That's what I studied on how to scale and just really just like make your impact on it. Not just like some people in cannabis just for money, just for monetary value. And most of us, a few of us are here to really drive the culture forward and open up the doors.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like especially here in Illinois, I think you can kind of see it. That's more on that lenient side.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying like on um like in the community wise, but more like I feel like on the aspect of like the industry, like in the legal way, right?
yeah,
Like when it comes to like the pricing, when it comes to like, people like even within like I'm not trying to get too political or anything, but like when it comes to the even as well within the politics of cannabis, right?
yeah, yeah,
Because of course we gotta follow these laws in order for us to, have cannabis, right?
yeah, hell yeah. And
And
to
I'm
be
sh
honest, being in Illinois is no way to not be political. That's what the cannabis game is. It's a
Yeah.
90% politics.
Yeah. So in reality, like who really cares about the actual, planning culture, like you're saying? It's gonna be that what, like that 10%? And
Yeah,
and that
definitely.
10% ain't really shit, man. I mean, so when you really like see or meet people or what I'm trying to say, when you come across a lot of people who is very passionate, especially when it comes to like our home growers here in Illinois,
Yeah,
then
definitely.
that is like. damn, like that's what's up. That's why we are here, right? This is why we do these. This is why
Definitely.
we make these events. But as well, within these type of same events, you feel off, when people are just bullshitting to you too, right? When it just comes to like kind of
Yeah,
again what we're talking about, right now, it's just all about the money.
yeah,
Um,
and that's not me. Like
mhm,
my thing, bro. The money with the culture, with the
mhm.
culture, bro. Money, it's better than money. Once you get to really connecting with people, because everything you need is a phone call away when you're talking to people, because everybody is so many different avenues in the business, in the industry, in the community, to where we really can have our own bartering system of, hey, I need this. Whereas, not to make say money's pointless, but it makes it to where you don't need money. You just need to make a phone call to your guy. He does this. This guy does this. This guy does this.
Yeah, and it's as well as like about making connections, right? I mean, I think
Yeah,
that's the whole point, right? That's the key to the game, man. I mean, that's the key, I think, in life, right? Because like if you
yeah,
don't know X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z is you don't know if they're gonna help you or not, right?
yep.
And as well, I think it's also about trial and error, bro. And even if you fail, just keep on going, bro. Because
I
like,
don't think it's no such thing as a fail. Everything's a lesson. Everything is a lesson to make you come back stronger or to bulletproof your plans. Whatever you do, you just that's my philosophy. Bulletproof your plans. If you bump your head, now you need to be coming back stronger. You shouldn't have to learn the same lesson twice.
no, but I feel like sometimes for some people
Yeah,
they
yeah,
gotta go through it. But like overall, like I guess what did you learn? I guess when studying, Bernard's philosophy with when it comes to like his cookies, because like we just mentioned, like you mentioned, right? It's not just I guess like growing the plant, right? Because cookies,
yeah,
merchandise, cookies is not like has its own like per se like rolling right paper that says cookies in the on the front, no, right, but it's connected to vibes, right, because vibes
hmm
is it's part of that. So and then as well, like I know he recently just dropped the book too, and as well he's a music artist, so I feel like there's a lot of revenue to tie to your brand besides just growing flower.
yeah, definitely. So
So
pretty
then
much, I really learned from watching him. I really learned this about the culture. It's not just the it's not just the actual flower itself. It's so much that go into everything around it.
mhm.
I have to say, as far as when you look and see the merchandising, the music, it's just so many parts to the business and so many like it's so many sides of it to tap into.
How's overall your relationship with cookies though? Like I know you just mentioned like, you can't believe it that you back then, you were smoking it, and now you're here to, working with them, and it's pretty cool that we even see
I
on
used to
like on your
bootleg
gram.
cookie packs. I used to bootleg cookie packs. I used to fly all the way to California to buy luggages of cookie packs with the stickers, the dates, all of that shit. So to now be able to work and do the work
Mhm.
legitimately, and really be able to just do the groundwork, I
Yeah.
just feel like I'm honored to be a part of a movement that's pushing global expansion. A lot of people feel a certain way about cookies and feel like, whatever, burner this, burner that. But at the end of the day, that's who gave
Mhm.
me my opportunity,
What
you
I
know?
got two things for you, my guy, right now that you mentioned. One, how is it that you kind of like that you met him personally? I know you probably met him personally because there's a picture of you walking outside of a dispo with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then two, what's with everybody, like how you mentioned, like, oh, been burning this, burning that. What's with all that too?
I don't know. Everybody's got their different opinions
Uh,
about them.
is
But for
it is
me,
it
go ahead.
I was about to say, you know who the rock band Nickelback?
Mm-mm.
No, okay, there it's irrelevant, but like there's this rock band that, people used to like fuck with. The next thing you know, everybody hated that fucking band. But I'm not too sure what's the whole reason on that too neither. But like I guess it's like I guess your different point of views, just like everybody
Yeah.
else, on everything. But like,
I meet a lot
yeah.
of people that talk shit, bro. You know how many people I get talk shit to me in the DMs or in person, like, like fuck Burner, and I'm like, your experience and my experience different, you know?
Mm,
That's who gave me my opportunity. When I'm here in Illinois, a lot of the brands and the people that I was looking to work with overlooked me, you know, completely just disregarded me. And that's who gave me my first opportunity. So it could never, you know, I could never feel what the next man feel about him, you know?
yeah, yeah, most definitely. Because
So
again, everyone has a different experience.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but again, I feel like that's still amazing, right? To just, work with somebody at that high level, to I'm sure to even like get to a point where you guys might end up even exchanging ideas, which probably you guys have. Little do we know,
Well, we
right?
have it
But
to be
like,
honest, bro.
huh.
I'm acknowledged for my work. Not we don't have many like personal conversations. It's more so just kind of it's all collective. It's all a collective movement. Hey, we
Hmm.
need, you know, XYZ, and I'm on the ground, I'm moving. I'm looking to open up and bring the culture to the Midwest, you know. I'm reinforcing Cookie's culture. When you see me, I was in Bolingbrook, I'm
Yeah.
coming through. I'm like it's really the culture is what it's about. It's not just about moving product all day, every day. It's about moving the culture forward. So that's
Most
what it's
definitely.
been about. When I go and I show up to Michigan, when I go and I show up to the dispensaries in Missouri, when I go and show up to Pontoon Beach, these are places that people aren't even thinking about. But I'm coming to reinforce culture for the brand, you know.
And so far, how has been like your how has been, bringing like the cookies culture, the vibes culture to the Midwest? Because I feel like
Man,
not a
it's
lot
been
of people have been knowing this, until
yeah,
like
it's a little
recently.
resistance, but it's a lot of resistance. Let me not say a little. It's a lot of resistance, but you know, Cookies is a household name, so you
Mhm.
know,
Well, I feel like whether people like it or not, I mean, again, it like you mentioned, it's a household name. Everyone is gonna know it, right?
definitely,
Everyone's gonna know by the font. Everyone's gonna know by the name. Again,
yeah,
like
hell yeah,
it's part of that culture already. That again, I don't know why people don't like.
hey man. All I'm gonna
Um,
say,
uh,
we putting that shit on in the Midwest. West
I,
Coast culture, the West Coast culture, they got the culture, but as I said before in the interview, we carry the torch, you know. Cali started it, but we carrying the torch in the Midwest, you know.
how have you been to like any of his tours? I know he's coming here to Chicago.
Yeah, so I've been to all the stores in Michigan, or not Grand Rapids, but I've been to all the stores in Michigan, all the stores in Illinois,
Hmm.
the ones that are in Missouri. So, and then plenty of them in California. The ones in LA. I've been to the One Log Cabin up in Humboldt. I just recently went to the Cookies in Sacramento.
Hmm.
Like that was always something when I make it to California. That was my first stop. I shop for cannabis and my flower like people shop for fashion. It's not about like I'm ready to get high. It's more so I haven't had this, I haven't had that. You know, it's certain people like it's certain people that's like dog lovers, you know, right? Cannabis is the genetics, you know, the shit that I'm after and into, you know.
Hmm. Yeah,
So I
I get
shop
you in a
for it for
way.
fashion. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's more of like it's just my thing, you know, it's genetics. That's some shit I'm just heavy into.
Hmm. No, yeah, most definitely. Everyone has it at a different level, of passion and stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Um, and I feel like you can always tell by the way we talk about it, right? Um, but that's what's up, man. I mean, like overall, how about like tour wise? Have you gone? Are you just kind of like have you gone to any of his tours recently? Like any of the recent ones before here coming to Chicago, or you?
No, I'm going
Oh,
to one. I'm actually flying out tomorrow to Houston to the Houston show
okay, that's what's
on the
up.
28th, and then I'll be working Detroit. I'll be working in Chicago, and then also Minneapolis too. So
Nice, that's what's up, man.
yeah,
When is he coming here again?
February 11th at the
Okay,
Avondale Music Hall.
okay.
Anybody watching? Anybody listening? Meet and greet beforehand. We got a meet and greet at what the hell is it? May Gallery as well with Ravioli.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
I know
So
you guys do have something going on there too.
yeah,
So,
man.
he's gonna be at the May Gallery too.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
A
that's what's
slugger's
up.
gonna be in the building. Ravioli.
Gotcha, my guy. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And
So
overall, like, I guess besides, vibes and cookies together, what other brands, I guess have reached out to you to work with them or, like, have
oh,
you,
plenty. I get
uh,
I get plenty. Like I'd be fucking going down the list right now, but I haven't really I haven't really locked in with nobody because I know I don't want anything to be a conflict of interest, or anything. But I'm
mhm,
representing cookies right now. That's
gotcha.
what it is.
Um, I like how,
Cookies
it's
and
funny
vibes.
it's funny you mentioned like about the conflict, but what why do you think there's always gotta be some bullshit happening, especially like in the industry? And when I mean like bullshit, like I mean like kind of like you mentioned, like only because we're working with one brand, like why does it mean like we can't work with any other brands, or like like it's not like I don't think it's like about choosing sides. But it's more like I guess like why can't we just be like one, like I know it's cheesy, but like again, we're here for the community,
Well,
right?
because a lot of brands, even when you're thinking about product placement, that exclusivity does matter.
Hmm.
But I do have other brands that I smoke and that I consume in Michigan, and so that I really do like. So
Hmm.
I'm not like I'm not just like cookies only. But I that's who I work with.
Yeah.
So
Well, like I'm just mentioning it out there, like I guess like the philosophy, I guess of it, like because I feel like you don't think like there's I guess something more deeper than what I guess it is, or you
I
or
think it's just exclusivity. It's
uh
um, it could be people got different policies. So for me, I just came because it could be another brand. They just using me just because they know that I work with such and such. So
mhm,
it's it's kind of up in the air. But I do got brands in Michigan that I do work for, that I produce T-shirts for. So, but
mhm.
I'm not an employee. So
Yeah, yeah, I get where you come from.
yeah,
Overall,
I'm more of a work for hire, but I represent cookies though. I represent cookies. I represent vibes, but I do work
okay.
for hire for different cannabis brands in the industry. So
Mhm. And so far, like, how has been like your like point of view on it between like here in Illinois and here and over there in Michigan?
man, I don't want to talk shit about the crib, but bro, this shit is stiff at the crib. I'm not going to even lie to you, bro. Like it's
But tell us, bro. I mean, shit. To be
I'm
honest,
gonna
bro,
just say that Michigan is a more mature market. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Illinois'
Mhm,
market because it's getting better. It's gotten better since I started. So,
mhm.
but Michigan, it's I don't get all the feel of competition when I see other people, other brands. Um, it's just way more open. They more advanced. They way more mature. The people are more mature about the cannabis.
Mhm.
Uh, it's just way different. It's on so many different levels.
You think we're
The
ever gonna get?
product, I'm gonna say the product. I'm not trying. The product is fucking hands down. The price and just how can I say it? Man, Michigan is just they have more mature market than Illinois. That's what I'm gonna say.
You think we're ever gonna get there?
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, and then it's gonna be, it's gonna take time, and it's gonna take like the right people to be in position, or the right people to advocate for the laws to be, shifted and moved for us to have a little more, wiggle room with what we're doing.
Hmm. But like, I guess like in what way though? Like what
Then
way you
again, I
think
don't
could
know.
help?
Illinois, bro, taxes so goddamn high, bro. It's hard to call. Like,
Mm.
even with the tax increase in Michigan, you barely know. I barely notice. But and it's just way different. Even working in the dispensaries, Michigan is just they just advanced. They've been doing it a lot longer. So Illinois is just fucking stiff as hell, bro.
I
Illinois is stiff.
I haven't like stepped in the shop, so I really don't know what's really going on. And then, like I just recently just kind of like, I got back from being MIA, so just I'm just kind of
Yeah,
waiting, just
yeah,
waiting
yeah,
for the waves to kick in, you feel me? So I know it's a new year, so again, like we're just gonna see how it goes, right? I mean, with this
yeah,
whole uh with everything, right? Because with Michigan, raising up their taxes,
yeah,
I still have yet to go out there again. I'm like waiting, to go and get some stuff out there.
yeah. For
Um,
me, Michigan is way closer, and it's worth the drive. I'm in Exit One, Illinois, and New Buffalo is Exit One, Michigan. So it's literally a straight shot. It was a
I'm,
shorter drive for me to drive to Michigan than driving to Bolingbrook to work every day. So
damn,
yeah,
it'd be like that, bro. And then a lot of people, for real, like they commute a lot, man.
yeah,
Especially for working in this industry, I feel like a lot of people who work drive a lot.
yeah,
You
hell yeah.
know,
I
um,
definitely. I just had to replace the transmission on my ship for all the running I've been doing up and down the state, going from going down to St. Louis, going down to Pontoon Beach, Bloomington,
Mhm.
Peoria.
And like when you're going to all these different like cities and stuff, like is each community different, or you think it's
Yeah.
all kind of the same?
No, it's all different. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I really went on a tour of Illinois and really got an appreciation for Illinois. Because us being from the big city, all we know is Chicago, but there's so many other major cities in Chicago where you literally could like focus on Illinois and really, do go pretty big, and do
Hmm.
some big things if you focus if you take your focus out of just the city.
So, but like um, fuck, I lost my train of thought. But like in what ways though? Like like what has been like one like community that has stand out to you?
Pontoon Beach for sure.
What's down there, or like how is it out there?
Uh, so it's basically East St. Louis, but I'm gonna be real. It's some white boys that's like not. I'm not gonna say grimy, but like they like with the shits, like gutter as fuck, like they with it, like.
Like white boy Rick's type of shit? Like,
No, no.
oh,
How can I explain it? Ah, I can't really explain it, bro. They just
mm,
with the shit. It ain't it. I didn't get like a racist vibe, or I didn't get like a. I just got a vibe like they with the shits, like but they not like wiggers, if that makes any sense. They white boys that's like with it.
mm.
And just being able to just seeing different cultures, bro. It's like it's good for me, bro. I like to see that.
Mm. Does that like make you want to like pursue more though within this industry? Like kind of like seeing everybody kind of get together and like in their own,
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
cannabis brings us together. If it wasn't cannabis, I wouldn't know how the energy would be. But it was, I got just straight good vibes. But somebody else may look at them and be intimidated. But me, I'm like, no, they with the shit. I'm.
Hmm.
It's a struggle that you can like. It's a different type of struggle that you resonate with. Like whatever, we not from the same culture, but we are in the same culture when it comes to the cannabis. I
Hmm.
know for a fact they've been through the same fucking being criminalized and being fucking you know coming from the criminal aspect of it to now we all kind of just like we operating in an industry now. We all went from being like how am I trying to say it? We all went from being just fucking like penalized, criminalized, and fucking to now this is everyday life now.
Yeah, yeah, and it's starting to be like
It's not a black and
Um,
white picture. That's more so what I'm saying. It's not a black and white.
no, yeah,
It's a
most
beautiful
definitely.
thing to me, man. It's progressive for me.
Most definitely, because again, we all came from where we had to like smoke in our whips or smoking like
Yeah,
in
everything was
alleys or something like
concealed
that,
now.
low key, right?
Yeah,
To kind of like again where there's consumption lounges like in Michigan, like different communities like that you witness as you're working in this industry. Um, so yeah, no man. I mean, again, we really came far from, and then everybody who's listening, especially that smokes, we
yeah,
all
hell
started
yeah,
at a different phases in life, different time in life where
definitely,
whether
bro.
it's back then or when we just became legal.
Yep,
Um,
I've been in jail. I've been to rehab. All of this, and now it's legal. So it's just like everything I've been through was like it still makes it unbelievable when you think of shit. I sat in jail for this. They looked at me like a crackhead for this, and now, but it was because I was doing it early, which I do understand. I
mhm.
started smoking when I was 12. My cannabis journey started when I was 12. When I like I tried to get out and sell some weed on my own, and I got finessed. So then I
Uh,
had to go get real weed to straighten it out, and I had leftovers, and it kind of just went on from there. But my journey started from educating myself, having to go and get real weed to straighten out, because I sold some weed to an older guy, and he got on my ass. And he's like, man, this ain't real weed. Woo, woo. And I look at it, somebody got down on me. So I had to go and tap in with the older guys in my neighborhood, buy a quarter of Reggie, of course.
and you were what, 12 years old, you said?
I was 12, yeah, 12.
Oh, damn.
Serious.
God
Yeah, but
damn.
I sold it
Yeah.
to an older dude and he got on my ass. And then
Mm.
from there, that's when my journey started where I had to go and learn what real weed looks like, smell like, feel like. And then from there, I straightened him out and I still had leftovers over. So it started from there.
Damn, bro. How did you feel, at 12 years old?
I felt stupid because I used to sell fruities and I traded somebody a 3 for 10 bags of fruities for 3 nickel bags of Reggie. And then I sold them.
Mhm.
That wasn't right. Had to get the real deal. And so that's more so like that's my story with cannabis. That's when my cannabis journey started when I was 12, getting
Mhm.
finessed and having to learn what real weed is, what it looks like, smell like. And I didn't even smoke weed until I turned like 14. I was selling it before I ever like smoked it or anything.
Gotcha. Damn, that's wild, bro.
Yeah. And I just really got into it because my older brothers used to have weed around and then
Mhm.
trying to outsource, do my own thing. And that's where the journey started.
That's wild, my guy. But hey, man. Yeah, I mean, you're still here, bro. You still doing
Yeah,
what you're
hell yeah.
doing,
I never
man.
stopped learning. I never stopped learning. Even to this day, I'm learning new shit in the
Mhm.
industry
It's always
about the
best to be the
plant.
student, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you always get to learn every new thing every day, bro. I mean, I feel like within this plant, we always learn something new each day.
Definitely. I feel like the cannabis plant, we connect with the cannabis plant so much because like we so not to say we so much alike, but the cannabis plant is kind of just like humans, we thrive the best under a little bit of stress, low stress training, which is the same thing, LST, we scrog in the plant. So, that
Hmm.
low stress helps us, build up and get stronger because it's like it's a weed, it's resilient. And that's the same thing with us. We only get stronger.
Oh yeah, man. Um, yeah, that's it's something though. It's a whole
If you don't
journey.
go through no stress, you ain't gonna be shit. You just
No,
gonna you just got it easy. Nobody just has it easy in life. So that's
all
why I feel like
right.
we connect so much with the cannabis plant.
And then, like we mentioned before, it's if it was gonna be that easy, then everyone could do it, man.
Exactly.
And it's not like that. It's only a few chosen ones. Um. But then it goes back to like what I mentioned about like, that feeling, right? Of like, it's this or nothing. And then it's another feeling when it's like when you like you tell yourself like you got to like it's no there's no other chance there's no other way, right? Like you don't see it there. There's no
Yeah.
other way but this way. And when and then,
And it's
yeah,
crazy. I do have other ways. My
dude.
family's in transportation, trucking, but this is what I do. This is what I've got my all invested in. So I haven't,
Right.
I just can't.
Because you're trying to get out of the system.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
when you're like that outlier and you're not trying to be in line like the person in front of you and the person behind you,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna be looking at you like the fuck you doing.
Yeah, this nigga's
But
weird.
but no, they're weird. They're weird. You're gonna be like, you're
Exactly.
weird, bro.
That's
You
that's how they looking at you, but it's
you're
like, bro,
the
hey.
one that's following Buddy in front of you.
The craziest part about this, bro, like, man, I just had somebody ask me for an autograph, stuff
Oh,
like that.
really?
But it's I'm still at a point where I mean, my mother knows what I do. My pops, he's somebody that still looks like, you're just wasting your time, man. Why don't you go get a real job? But I'm telling him, like, bro, this is better than a job.
Mhm.
This is history in the making, what we doing. Like,
Right. Because again, whoever knew that, being in this industry was an legit industry, no?
yeah.
Um, but we just
But it's
gotta keep on
humbling for me
pushing,
though.
right?
It's humbling for me to be able to do everything that I'm doing, working with, a brand that I've always dreamed of working with. But then still, I get my parents be like, "Man, get a real job." You need that. You still need that fire under your ass. Somebody reminding you that you got to do something.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm
Yeah,
serious. I take this shit serious and I give it my all.
you got to, bro. Because again, I mean, we're all making an impact, somehow, right? I mean,
Yeah,
whether you're
definitely.
working with somebody, one on one or in the company to like, putting out media and stuff like that, or even
Yep.
like even to growing, bro. I mean, again, everyone plays a part in this industry, and we all gotta kind of accept it, bro. Like this is the only way that we're gonna improve and we're gonna move forward because it's not just about the now, right? It wasn't now, and it wasn't just about back then, right? It's more of like let's look more into the future, bro,
I was gonna
about the
say the
next
future is what
generation,
we looking at.
right?
But
The next
but
generation.
I could have never imagined it would be like this, bro. Like nobody could have ever told me 10, 20 years ago, like, man, you can go to the store and get this, bro. You'll be in the store working. Like nobody could have ever told me that. I would have never believed it.
Ah, bro. But look at this. Look at us, right?
Especially from what how they treated us. How I used to be treated. Like being 13, people looked at me like I was a complete low life because my fascination with cannabis.
Mhm. Yeah, no. Overall, like I guess like how was that though for you? Like that mindset, like again, we're kids at that age.
Yeah, man. And it was crazy because, man, I felt like I was on the island by myself. Nobody really like dealt with cannabis. And then when they did, everybody was smoking, but then it still was just like, and it wasn't cool. A lot of the people I grew up with was scamming and different stuff like that. So I always was just in my own little cut with my weed, always just, you know. And then like,
Yeah, I got the real stuff now.
yeah. And then like I would have to say around COVID is when cannabis really kind of became a everybody thing. Like everybody's got it.
Yeah,
Everybody's going to California buying packs. It was the green rush. So that was when my pivot kind of started where like I want to do something different. If everybody got it, who we gonna sell it to? This
right.
is where it's like, all right, well, now it's time. Like, what are you gonna do to separate yourself from everybody else who's doing this? Well, we're gonna push the culture. We're not pushing packs no more. We're pushing the culture further. We're pushing. Well, I started my merchandise. So I started my rolling trays, my lighters. I just really found a different lane where I don't have to touch cannabis to be, you know, like moving the culture and being influential outside of just selling packs.
Hmm. Most definitely. And I do agree on you on like the whole COVID thing because again, we were fucking stuck in our crib. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Yep.
Let's just get high.
I'm gonna be
Um,
honest. I wasn't stuck in a crib. I was on flights to Cali. I was back and forth to Humboldt County. I was back and forth to L.A., Michigan.
how was that during COVID though?
What, bro? I felt like I was rich because around this time nobody was flying. So I would get on the plane. It was 5 or 10 people on the plane. I'm flying first class everywhere, bro. It felt like the world was empty, and I'm just moving.
How was it, but like shopping at the dispensary during COVID? And this is like when, we had to put mask on and this is when like what shutdown
Yeah,
was still happening, right?
yeah. So it was actually weird as hell, but it was still cool because I was going up to Humboldt County.
He said it was weird. What
Yeah,
was weird though? Like,
just moving in the world and like really nobody's outside. Just
mhm.
like everywhere is just like vacant.
Yeah, yeah, like you kind of woke up on like a zombie apocalypse, something like that, right?
Literally, bro. And then it was the riots and stuff going on too. Like, so when I used to make it out to San Francisco, a few times I went to the Cali, to the cookie store, and what the hell is that? I don't really know like that. I used to get off the plane, hit the dispensary, straight up to Humboldt. But it was just crazy. And then in Humboldt, they wasn't wearing masks and they wasn't really taking, not to say they wasn't taking it serious, but it wasn't like
Mm.
they wasn't enforcing like social distance and the rules of wearing a mask, all of that shit. So
Yeah, thanks to the governor.
yeah, the regular rules
Uh,
don't apply
yeah,
up there.
yeah. They gotta be special.
Yeah.
But
But
like overall, like I guess like now that we're like, post COVID and everything, like looking back, is it similar to like what how it is, like the experience, or was it kind of less, where like you could barely, see the flowers, stuff like that, or like
in Cali, I don't even know. I used to just shop for names, but I was out like checking out packs. So that's why I was really kind of,
but
I would
like
go in
would
the
they like
dispensary
let
and
you
just,
like still look at it, like smell it, see it, like stuff like that, or
I'm trying to think. I don't think you could in Cali. No, I don't think you, if I remember straight now.
gotcha. How about like in Michigan?
Michigan, I barely went to the dispensaries in Michigan. I just really started doing that last year.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
Yeah.
so then what was it all like kind of prepackaged at that
No,
point?
I'm lying like a motherfucker. Cali had those. They did. They had those jars that you could like twist the top and smell, but you couldn't like touch nothing.
Mm,
But yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
everything was on display because I think Cookies was the first people that had those. Let me not say they're the first. They're the first people that I've seen with the table with all of the retractable like jars that you can pull, twist, and smell. Check it out. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that shit was dope. That was an experience in itself for me.
Interesting. So then, like, how much were you think you were like, I guess, getting these packs at? I know that was, was it like literally for the low, or was it like still at the normal price range for?
Hell no. Like around COVID, shit went from like 2,000, 2,800, and then shit had just jumped up at one point to like 4,500.
Mm-hmm.
The most I paid for a unit was like 6,000, bro. And
Damn.
yeah, but around that time, shit was just like fucking flying. So
Mm-hmm.
shit was up and down, and then it just tanked after that. Prices just like went like fucking all the way to the low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, for me, I still had to like hit up the plug because shit, I couldn't even shop at the store yet during COVID. So I had
Yeah,
to, just get what I had to get. But
yeah,
yeah, no, I really think COVID really made, a lot of people stoners, or, like the stoner community really popped out, like we really woken up,
yeah.
like we have, we have arrived. Um, But yeah, no, I mean, as well. During COVID though, like that's how I kind of came up with this pod, right? Like
Hmm.
literally, I was just smoking in my room, hearing another person talk, and I was just like, yeah, let me do this and see how it goes, right? Because I love getting high, I love talking,
Yeah,
why not bring just random people each episode and let's see where it goes, and yeah, bro, and we're here now, man. And it's been a journey for sure, my guy. It's been a really journey.
yeah.
Before we
Even from
be,
here, even from here to from COVID to now, bro, it's been
it's
uh,
crazy how life changes, man. It really is, and we always gotta appreciate the dubs, the small ones, the big ones, the life
yeah.
lesson ones.
Nothing
Um,
is a loss. Everything's a lesson. Seriously,
Most
when
definitely,
you
my
take
guy.
that philosophy, when you take that and like take that and like run with that perspective, bro, you're gonna be good because everything you're gonna learn something new every day.
Most definitely, my guy. And I feel like before we do wrap it up, bro, I feel like there's this like topic that I've been wanting to talk about. I feel
Hmm.
it's a good time to talk about it just because it's already like their off season, and we're gonna talk about a little bit about the Chicago Bears, bro. Did you see their season?
So I watched the playoffs. I've been so busy, bro. I haven't
Uh,
watched TV.
oh, okay, okay,
I
okay.
haven't watched TV in so goddamn long, bro. Like a
But
couple of days, if I'm in here working to get a little slow, I might jump on a video game for a little bit. But
mm,
this entire year, bro, I haven't been able to watch TV
did
really
but
hardly.
did you see this the playoffs though? Both of them?
Yeah, yeah,
That was crazy.
that was beautiful, man. I mean, I thought we was gonna do. I thought we was gonna go all the way. I thought it was gonna be like,
I thought so too, man.
but I still feel like what we did do was good. Even the way, the last game was a great game. Fought all the way to the end.
Did, did you have you like saw any of like the highlights or anything? Like have you seen like the last play though?
I
Like
have, and
uh,
just that one interception play
do
is the
you
one that was just like,
who you-
fuck.
who you think is at fault on that one?
Uh, I'm gonna say, team. It was team. I don't want to put it on nobody,
Mm.
because I don't think Caleb went that far and that did what he did to take it into overtime just to throw the game. You know what I'm saying? So
You think if DJ Moore would have ran more, he would have caught that?
yeah, but we don't know what he was. We don't know when he looked up, or we don't know the
Uh,
timing of.
uh.
But I do feel like that was a clutch fuck. I do feel like that was a clutch fucking moment. Everybody down to the lineman, should have been looking for the ball, goddamn, across the first
Yeah,
goal. I mean, first down.
you had you had DJ Moore, and then you had I think Luther Burden like coming to like, so like he was like, it's like, mind you guys, I'm not really like a foot like know much on plays like that, but I know a little bit. But pretty much he was like running and then turning, and I think like Luther was supposed to like come in and like kind of like meet up like this, but then you
Uh,
got, I believe it was, I think Watson or whatever his name is, that intercepted. But like I don't know, bro. My
yeah,
thing
it really,
is,
it really
it,
hurt my feelings.
it hurt everybody's fucking feelings, bro. But my thing is like you all you needed was a fucking field goal, bro. All
Yep.
you needed was a field goal, and you could have just ran the ball.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
I
you
was
just
shitty.
run? Wouldn't you just run the ball at that point?
Yep. But I don't know. He didn't do much running that last game. I
My
don't
thing
know what else
is
to do.
whether like Caleb runs or not. But my thing is like you got two running backs. You got Swift and then you got Manungai, bro. You got two, like the way that Ben Johnson like played those two running backs, bro. I feel like we haven't, gone that type of like plays. Like I feel like Chicago hasn't played like that in a long time. And I feel like in my lifetime that I've known from what I can remember, like the Bears have not been like that good.
Yeah, no, hell no, not since '06.
With Jay Cutler and like that whole squad with Brandon Marshall, Jeffrey, all
Devin
those,
Hester.
yeah, Devin Hester, bro. Like I think that could have they could have just done better,
Yep.
but it is what it is. And then we tried with Trubisky, the double fucking doink. And then I remember everybody, mama hated that fucking kicker. What's that kicker's name? Um,
Robbie Gold.
no. Robbie Gold
Not
was
Robbie
the
Gold.
but
What the
no,
hell
no,
am I
that
talking
that was
about?
our guy. That was our guy, bro. No, it's that other guy, that other kicker. Part
Oh, that
people.
was for the Rams.
No. What's this dude's name? Hold on, I gotta not look at it. The double doink. Hold on, the double doink kicker. Damn, that's funny. They even have him as that. Cody Parkley. There you go.
Mm.
Cody Parkley. I remember, bro. Everyone kept fucking bullying his ass. But see, we as well. We're as fans. I think we're a little mean sometimes when it comes to our sports.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, and especially Chicago, tough crowd.
Right.
Chicago, a tough crowd on all levels, sports,
Mhm.
all levels. Chicago, a tough crowd. Judging weed.
Oh, hell no. But no, we all love our QB, man. I think our quarterback Caleb Williams is gonna be doing amazing things in the next couple of years, especially with Ben Johnson
Yeah,
and I don't know, man. I keep hearing that we might get Max Crosby. Who knows? Maybe not. But we do
yeah,
need to better up our defense. Um, but like I guess going back to the playoff games, bro. This man did like two throws I think nobody can do right now, which was with the Green Bay Packers where they chase
yeah.
him and he does that throw with the like
That
mid
Michael Jordan,
the
the
Michael
Michael
Jordan,
Jordan.
yup. And then you got the other one where there's like seconds left against the Rams where he's running back from like I forgot where he is. Like it feels like he's running back to like the 40-yard line. And I think it's game over. And then he just throws that fucking ball and Komet fucking catches it, bro. Like, did you see
A
that
straight
live?
miracle.
Did
A
you see
straight.
that live?
Hell yeah.
What was your reaction? How did you feel, bro? Like
I rolled up another joint for overtime. I rolled up a fat ass joint. Like, oh, the game
Yeah.
ain't over.
I was
I
at
rolled me a fat one.
I was at B-Dubs for both games actually, but that Rams game, bro, everyone fucking went crazy, bro. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine the whole stadium there, bro. Like
And I'm
oh
telling my guy, I'm like, fuck, whoever's at that game, they getting their money's worth tonight. Cause this going
yep.
you wanna into overtime like that? Yeah, the fans got their money's worth. Even if you didn't win, you got your money's worth that night.
Yeah. It's wild, bro. Like you don't have people right now in the league that can do that.
Yeah, that
It's
was
either
amazing.
it's
I
either
think
gonna
next
be it's either gonna be like Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, I guess Joe Burrow if he's fucking healthy. But
yeah.
like if anything, it's just those three, and now you got Caleb Williams there. That's
Yep. I
amazing.
thought he
That
came a long way even from last year. Because last year you had a lot of close games. Even like the game with Green Bay last year, we
well
didn't get our
another
ass kicked. It was
no
close.
we
And then
what well no the last game last season against the Packers we actually won that game. So that
well, it
was
was
what's
one that we
up.
lost by like a touchdown or
Hmm.
some
Yeah,
simple stuff.
yeah. Overall, this whole season, they've been winning last minute games within the 2 minute mark, which is pretty
Yeah.
crazy. Um, but like again, like going back to like how with the whole coaching staff and everything like that. I mean, even like I feel bad for like Justin Fields just because like he had to go through like I think like two or three quarter coaches, and
Mhm.
I mean like now I mean like he went to the Steelers, now he's with the Jets, but I mean again like. Think we could have done something better for him. But
Yeah.
if anything, I feel like we messed Buddy up. But yeah, bro. It's just crazy how the NFL works, man. Do you think it's script though? You think it's rigged?
Uh,
Some plays, bro. He just makes you think. Like, come on.
uh, I'm kind of 50-50 on that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of 50-50 on that.
You gonna watch the Super Bowl?
Hell yeah.
Who you think's gonna take it?
May the best man win. But
Really?
that's a tough call, bro.
Yeah.
They two good teams. They two damn good teams. So
Low key, I just wonder like if both Knicks didn't get injured, if they
I
would
feel
have
like
won. If they would
I
have
feel like
won.
Patriots. I feel like Patriots might take it. You know how many? Patriots is. The
Yeah,
legacy
yeah.
there.
I know the legacy, but like but Seattle though, Seattle looks scary though. Like I'm not sure if you ever saw how they beat them. Like they just beat like they whooped 49ers ass. Like I don't know if you saw that, bro. Like that I think it was
Yeah,
like 20 points to like 40, like whatever. They were scary, man. They were scary, bro. It's gonna be a good game though. I can't wait to see it. It's actually gonna
I
be
ain't
on the
doing no
8th.
betting. I'm gonna tell you that. I don't do no betting. I don't do no. I don't do none of that.
No parlays.
Fan duel. Nah. Hey man, may the best man win. I'm from Chicago. Waking
Uh,
up, walking outside, making it back home every day is a gamble. Goddamn
it'd be like that. Hell yeah.
it.
It's wild out there though. It's wild out there, man. We really gotta
Yeah.
appreciate you. Appreciate waking up every day because it's wild
Yeah.
out there,
Hell
man.
yeah.
You hear a
Definitely,
lot
bro.
of shit happening each day, man. You'd be like, God damn.
Definitely, bro.
Um, but yeah, my guy. I think that does wrap it up, my boy. I do appreciate you on coming on the
Man,
pod,
for sure,
bro.
bro. For sure, man.
Um,
I know it's long overdue. We ain't did it in a minute time this year, this
mhm.
last year, and then this year now it's fucking flying by. We living in fast forward or something. Like
No,
something is
mostly.
happening where time is just like, yeah, this shit is moving fast, bro. Something's not right, but we gonna make the most of it. We gonna
Hey,
link up whenever you need me.
oh yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Again, Canna Vibe merch is gonna be dropping soon, right? I have a feeling it's gonna be dropping soon.
For sure,
This
man.
year
Come
for
on, let's
sure.
cook up. Come on through,
Uh,
let's cook up, bro.
but yeah, my guy. Again, ladies and gents, don't forget to follow our boy Darrin from the 48ers.
Yes,
On
sir.
his
48 is
description.
members only. Vibes. Cookies. Oh yeah, burner in town. Go get that. I don't care if you in Detroit. I don't care if you in Chicago. I don't care if you in Minnesota. Pull up. We still smoking. 20 years later, we still smoking. Pop out.
38 years later, we still smoking. Hell yeah. We gonna be
Yes,
smoking for
sir.
life. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, ladies and gents, again, all his link in the bio will be in the descriptions as well for his printing shirts business as well. If you guys need the shirts, hit
For
up the
sure.
boy. He'll
Tailor
hit
made prints. We do same day service. Right now, we're working with a lot of small brands, and we don't look at nobody as little, but we work with small brands, and we looking to who's looking to scale and get it going. Come on, tap in.
for sure, my guy. Well, again, ladies and gents, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, stuff like that. And we'll see you guys in the next episode or vlog. Take it easy, everybody.